Alright, what's up, booze heads? So we're going to try this again. Well, we started recording and it just really derailed very quick. But welcome back to your favorite podcast, God Party. This is beautiful Brad.
This is Chester.
Oh, sweetness.
Alright, guys. So we were like 15 minutes into a pod and it just went to hell and back because people just started fucking hanging out, talking behind us. And it was a goddamn shit show.
Alright, can we jump back on one of the topics we were on, though? Because I kind of liked it. Like, the getting Cincinnati to be like a degenerate city and what steps we need to take to make that happen.
Yes, because this is a thing I'm very passionate about.
Absolutely. and the first thing you said was get rid of the Underground Railroad Museum.
Yes. And
it's too classy.
It's too classy, and it's not even about being racist. It's just like wasting prime territory to where that could be like a nightclub, or shit, you could probably fit 5-6 bars in that fucking block right there.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't be cool if like they made the Union Terminal a nightclub at night.
Hell yeah.
And still a museum during the day. Like, just open the veranda.
That big open space.
That would be cool.
And the acoustics
like,
in there are
have raves
nuts.
there and shit. That'd be cool shit.
That would be dope for a rave.
Hell yeah,
looking
man.
up at the ceiling and
yeah,
shit.
can you imagine going in there with like all these colors going on and fucking you're on LSD or something?
Hell yeah. Yeah, that would be wild.
And then like they show some trippy movie in Omnimax.
Yeah.
People would fucking run out of there screaming.
That would be cool as shit.
I don't know if our listeners know about this, but what we're talking about, Union Terminal, is actually pretty famous because it was the inspiration behind the Justice League, the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, and the old school cartoon superpowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you watch that, it looks dead on like it. So that could be like the Guy Party, like Hall of Justice.
Yeah, and also it was the second most expensive train station ever made.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
It's because that's why it's called Union Terminal, because it used to be a train station.
Well, I knew that.
Oh, okay,
but
gotcha.
Second expensive, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's kind of amazing. Like, still of all time, was the second most expensive, or at the time?
Maybe at the time, because it was made in the 30s. I'm sure Grand Central might top it now.
Train travel isn't very popular in this country.
Yeah, which it should be.
It should be.
Definitely.
It should be. Like, they can do... I think I heard something like if we did high-speed rail, you could make the trip from, like, Chicago to New York, which is, like, something that generates a lot of flight traffic, like air traffic. You could do that trip in, like, 3 or 4 hours on high-speed rail. And just, like, cutting out all of the flight traffic just is a huge part of, like, going green and helping, keep those fuels out of the air and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's like our train technology ended at the 80s. Like, all the other countries are, like, so far ahead of us.
I guess, does it go down because, like, it's a state-to-state thing and certain states don't want to pay or fund it, or, whereas Europe...
I think it's just all owned by Amtrak.
Oh, well.
That wouldn't surprise me, though. That's one thing that, not to get too into politics, but, like, we're not really the United States.
Not at all.
We're the kind of United States.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Because, I mean, there's a lot of division among states. I mean, just look at all the different laws surrounding weed.
Yeah, for real.
And now abortion.
Right. Exactly. I don't know how you can call it united when you push for individual state rights like that. I don't know. It's goofy.
But I guess at the end of the day, it's just to keep the power in check.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Sometimes makes you go backwards instead of forwards.
Right.
But back to Cincinnati.
Yes, making it a degenerate city. So we've gotten rid of the Freedom under the Freedom Center.
Yeah, the Freedom Center. Because I mean, let's be honest, it's taken up prime real estate. They've also got like a gym membership, like our Planet Fitness
down there. Yeah,
yeah, which that could go because that's probably taken up 2 bars.
Right. We could add like a second Condado Tacos down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that place rules.
Yeah, they serve booze and tacos. You can't go wrong there. I mean, we've got the food joints to keep the drunks fucking fed as they're drinking more.
I think we successfully got rid of the Toby Keith down there, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because fuck country bars.
Yeah, seriously. And they've got the new Andrew Brady Center down there, which is fucking awesome.
True. There's a new place down there that just opened, the Filson. I've heard it's cool. It's like a restaurant bar place.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and You know what I wish would come back, because I just thought it was like a cool look in the skyline, is that giant Ferris wheel.
Yeah, that was cool there.
I wish they would make that a permanent fixture.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was.
No, that was just a temporary thing. It moved on.
Yeah, it's
now
not
all they have
anymore.
there is like something like that says like what does it just say, Cincinnati or something like that in red lettering.
Yeah. Which Smale Park is really nice.
Oh, I love Smale Park.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, Smale Park and Sawyer Point. And
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know about this, but have you ever been like way past, like way at the far end of Sawyer Point where they have the Garden of the World?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that is neat.
It is really
I haven't been
neat.
there in years, but that
I don't think a lot of people realize that's there.
And I think they're
know.
trying to connect the Little Miami Bike Trail to that.
That would be neat.
So then it would go from the Ohio River all the way to Lake Erie.
I thought it did, but because they call it the Ohio Erie Trail, but I guess it doesn't actually connect.
Yeah, like right now it ends.
It ends in like in Marymount somewhere.
No. Right at the bottom of 125.
Oh, really?
Where 32 intersects it, that's where it ends. And
okay. I know.
And
what
then
you're
there's
talking
already a trail that's connected to
like by Lunken
Lunken
Airport.
Airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, and they're going to connect it to that, and then connect that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
that'd
awesome.
Be cool as shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've thought before, like seriously thought before about trying to hike the whole thing. Just like get camping gear and like a camping backpack before.
And then ride a bike.
Or ride a bike, yeah. That'd probably be easier.
Yeah.
That'd probably be faster.
It'd still be a few days. Like,
it would be. Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, like I would ride my bike with my family from like Milford to Loveland, and then Loveland to Morrow.
Yeah, at the Morrow, they have this really cool bar there, like the Monkey Grill or something like that.
Yeah, they used to have a gorilla there. I think he's probably dead by now.
What? Like an actual gorilla in a cage?
Yeah. He used
Like
to
a
smoke
lot-
cigarettes, dude. But
Shut
this was back in the 90s, man.
I remember hearing about this.
What?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it was
it would
like
smoke
as you were
cigarettes.
leaving the Loveland one,
God damn it.
going towards Milford.
I need a time travel backwards.
Yeah.
No,
Cincinnati's got that going for him.
it's Loveland going towards Morrow, about a quarter of the way there.
Yeah, all right, so we need to resurrect that and
Yeah.
put it downtown.
Smoking gorillas.
Yep.
Maybe get a whole fucking family of them.
Right? That's part of our degenerateness.
Yes.
All right, so I think it's already like this, but we're going to have the open carry down there, right?
Yeah, which they already have.
Which they already have.
Yeah.
We're going to extend that to maybe like include some hallucinogenic drugs, maybe some weed, something like that.
Yeah, because like once they legalize weed, obviously everyone's going to be smoking it down there. So we'll have a few weed bars.
I think to put us really on the map, we need to be like the first like state and city to legalize mushrooms.
Which I can't see Cincinnati being that progressive.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
It's conservative as fuck.
Absolutely. So I don't think it's going to happen, but in our Guy Party version of Cincinnati.
Yeah. Which, when you run for politics... 'cause
That's true.
If you guys go a few pods back, Chester does run for politics and becomes president of the United States.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but when you're mayor of Cincinnati, you push for fucking mushroom bars.
Right? Hell yes.
And the red light district of Cincinnati. Where would we put that at?
I kind of want it all on the riverfront.
I do too.
Yeah. Maybe it could be
Or
something
we could
like...
just put it on over the Rhine.
Yeah. I want it all accessible on foot, though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can get
that
to
would make
OTR
sense.
on foot, but it's a bit of a haul.
They do
Yeah.
have the, what do they call it, that electric fucking cart train thing they got down there?
Oh, the rail.
The rail,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
so
true.
That can get you from the banks to OTR.
Right.
But I think it cuts off at like 9 o'clock, which with you becoming mayor, you need to like make it an all-night thing.
All right, so maybe we take like Finlay Market, and instead of it being like a place where you can buy meats and cheeses, you can buy like prostitutes.
Yeah. Would you change the name of it from Finlay
Nah,
Market
we'll
to...
just keep it Finlay Market. it's a notable name.
You can go get a hooker and a tomato.
Yeah. Yeah, still have the meats and cheeses, just all the, like the food booths and stuff. Just add like another row. I love it.
Yeah, but anybody that's listening to this pod that isn't from Cincinnati, so we're like one of the top craft brewery cities in, I'm pretty sure, the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're top 5, but I'm pretty sure I saw a list and we are in the top 10 of like different breweries we have.
I think we're one of the drunkest cities, if I remember.
I think we are.
I think it was like, I don't know, like us in Milwaukee or something like that.
Hell yeah. I know we're the drunkest fan base of the NFL.
Green Bay.
Well, we were. I think
we were the drunkest?
Last year we got voted. I think it, from year to year it changes.
I could see it going back and forth between like us, Green Bay, and Buffalo.
Yeah, just the cold fucking cities.
Right. Well, do you remember going to the Brewers game?
Yeah.
And they were tailgating out there?
Yeah. I've never seen baseball tailgating.
Me either. And it's like, I've talked to people from there before, and when I tell them that, we don't do that, and I don't know anybody else who really does do that, they think it's weird.
Well, I mean, St. Louis didn't do it. Pittsburgh didn't do it.
Yeah, because it's like, they do kind of like what we do, which is like, we have like a bar area set up outside of the stadium where you kind of pregame, but there it's like just a big ass parking lot where you tailgate just like football.
It makes it easier for them to tailgate.
Sure.
But when you have 81 home games and you're tailgating, like what the fuck?
I know, right? Like with the attendance for like the Reds this year, because the Brewers are actually good. Mm-hmm. Like the Reds this year, like you've seen the stadium, it looks fucking empty as shit. Like, what would the tailgates look like? Would it look like 3 dudes hanging outside a Walmart?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, shit, if you've ever even popped on a Reds game, there's nobody in there.
Nobody. I don't know how they're making money. I honestly don't.
They have to be losing.
Good.
Oh, yeah, they used to be great, but...
Like the Big Red Machine back in the 90s?
Right, but then the problem came in with
all the strikes and shit?
It's just the salaries. There's no salary cap in baseball like there is with football. With football, the teams have a cap that they have to stay under, so that way all the small market teams can compete. But in baseball, that's not the case. So in baseball, the big market teams like the New Yorks, the LAs, Chicago, they can just spend way more money than the small market teams and buy the best players, essentially.
Yeah, so basically it became the small cities are the farm teams for the big cities.
Right, that's why we get good, we either make the playoffs and lose, or almost make the playoffs and consider that a victory.
Yeah.
and then just tear the whole fucking thing down, trade all of our best players away, and then bring up our prospects.
It's unfortunate, but there's really no way around it.
There isn't either. And honestly, what they're doing now is the best thing they can do, which is to take their good talent and trade them away for prospects in the hope that the prospects will all come around at the same time and get us to a title, and then we can wipe the slate clean and do it again. Yeah,
because, I mean, that's what Kansas City had to do when they got theirs. You have to have your talent come up at the right time, all together. Pay one guy like a Votto in hopes that we can get it done, and then you're stuck with the contract, and then you're just constantly trading them off until you can get it back to that. And then you'll have, New York, Houston Astros, fucking San Francisco Giants, Dodgers. God,
the Dodgers for sure.
Baseball's so exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks.
So, break it down, Sweetness. So, say you're playing Magic and you're hanging out with a kid that makes $100,000 a year and he's got all the stacked Magic the Gathering decks.
That's pretty much how it is when I play.
Yeah, but doesn't that just kind of get
Yeah. But see, then you can just use proxies, but all the same. Yeah.
So
it's like who has the money has the best deck. Best deck wins.
That's baseball.
But even in football, it feels like the rich teams find a way to manipulate the cap.
They do because they can pay the guaranteed.
I guess that's it.
So I don't know how the NFL cap works exactly, but if you give them more guaranteed, it's less off of the base, which is the manipulation of the cap.
Right. It's less of a cap hit.
Yeah. So that's how you see Rams and fitting these fucking guys in on their shit.
Yeah, the Rams basically look like a Pro Bowl team.
Yeah, it's because they give it all guaranteed.
Right. They have just a ridiculously stacked offense and defense.
Yeah, and the Bengals saw that, and that's why they sold the naming rights and shit, because they're like, well, we got to pay these dudes guaranteed money, and a lot of fucking football players, and I don't blame them, want the guaranteed money.
Yeah.
But this is where it's changing to where it's going to hurt small markets.
Well, and it's I feel like every couple years there's one of these mega contracts that resets the market.
Yeah.
This year was Christian Kirk. Fucking Jacksonville paying a dude who was, if I'm not mistaken, a number 3 receiver in Arizona.
Yeah.
Was he the highest paid wide receiver when he signed that contract?
He got something stupid.
It was something ridiculous. And I know after that Tyreek Hill signed a contract and then Some other dudes extended.
But it started changing the landscape.
It changed the landscape, yeah.
And then the Browns.
And now we got Jamar Chase come.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we got Tyler Boyd, and then Higgins, and then Chase. But
well, then you have the Browns giving old Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed. That changed the fucking game right there too. All that guaranteed money, like
I saw an article just the other day that since the salary cap, that no team has won the Super Bowl that has paid their quarterback more than like 13% of their cap.
Yeah,
it's just not happened. Like, there have been teams to make it, but there's not been a team to win it.
That's why you got to win in that window. No team has fucking done it once they fucking pay him. You got to get the QB fucking rookie wage contract. If you can't do it then, your fucking quarterback's eating too much of your team.
Don't they usually like have a big target on their back if that's the way, and they like get injured like mid-season?
You're not supposed to do that.
No, yeah. Most of those guys, they realize this is their livelihoods, and they're not going to intentionally fuck you up, but it happens.
Well, I mean, that was a big scandal in the 2000s, or maybe the teens, I don't remember exactly, but with the Saints. Yeah. The Saints were offering up incentives to their players to injure other players. And they got
hit. Yeah.
Their head coach got suspended for a year.
Oh yeah, Sean
Payton,
and then the defensive coordinator. I
think he just got kicked out.
Yeah. And they lost draft picks.
And they lost. Yeah, they lost their first. Was it first round for a couple years, something like that?
Yeah, they lost a lot.
Yeah, they really hit those guys hard because I know for sure that like in an NFC Championship game, which is like the game before the Super Bowl, like the game to go to the Super Bowl, they were playing against Brett Favre and the Minnesota Vikings when he was on the Vikings that year.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they were offering players like an extra $1 million to injure Favre.
Yeah. I mean, I know that's happened once, like to the Bengals. Like they had a really good quarterback, and like he got injured like really early.
You're talking about Carson Palmer.
Yeah. Which could be debated as a dirty play. I think it was. I mean, when you're going in full force and you're hitting a fucking another large human being, shit happens. It just happens. But, you know, most of those guys aren't intentionally trying to fucking ruin dudes' fucking careers or, you know. But it happens.
Yeah, so I think in our efforts to make Cincinnati degenerate, we also need to, like, give our sports teams a new image.
Yes. And we have discussed the Cincinnati booze heads or like the boner for Burrow tailgate if we ever get fucking... We want that Bills Mafia persona.
Yes.
Where we're just fucking rowdy. Since they got the falling through tables, what would be the Cincinnati Bengals fucking go-to belligerents? Like, this is how rowdy we get.
I'm a broken record sometimes with ideas, but... Cheese coney slip and slide.
I love it. It's greasier and fucking. Can you imagine a bunch of people out there in fucking December and January going down cheese coney slip and slides into the
just
Ohio?
Like walking into the game, just like covered in fucking chili,
just dripping all over.
They're fucking wearing one of those like Color Rush all white uniforms, and it's just like stained. It looks like they just somebody shat all over them.
Brown. ESPN does a pan of the crowd, and there's just all these dudes covered in coney sauce.
I think the fans were outside mud wrestling. No, we should just get a big slide, like when you have to climb a ladder, and it's just like a water slide, but with chili. It's got to be Skyline related, I feel like.
It has to be, yeah.
Maybe, like, get, like, a foot-long cheese coney and, like, do, like, the Lady and the Tramp thing.
Yeah, like when we get the primetime games, it's just all kinds of weirdness going on.
Yes.
We don't know what the fuck's happening in Cincinnati, but guys party.
Bringing, like, fucking blow-up dolls with, like, Joe Burrow's face on them, but it's got, like, tits and stuff. Yeah, so that's part of our Degenerate Cincinnati.
Degenerate Cincinnati. I love it. Yes. All right, so we got all the microbrews that are awesome. So there's a lot of drunkenness. We got the what do we call it? Monorail thing that drives us around to OTR, to the banks. Because anybody that's not from Cincinnati, it's kind of spaced out a little bit.
I've lived in other cities, and Cincinnati is one of the most spaced out cities I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
To get from like Florence up to like Mount Healthy, you're talking about a good 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, because there's a lot of hot spots. I've never been to Mount Adams, but you got Mount Adams. You got Mountain Lookout. You've got, I mean, across the river is Kentucky, so we don't even count them, which sucks because that should be part of Cincinnati, goddammit, because they are benefiting off of our fucking belligerence. But
what are you talking about?
Covington, Newport, yeah.
Well, we were talking about a red light district. I totally thought about Covington, but
except that's not Cincinnati.
It's not Cincinnati.
And we have to keep it in Ohio.
Fair enough.
Even though Chester is a Kentuckian.
Your blood, I'm born Ohio.
Yeah,
I was
Cincinnati.
Raised around here for sure.
In reality, it is Cincinnati, and
it's Cincinnati South.
Yeah, it's just for some reason Kentucky got that side of the river.
I mean, yeah, they use the river as the border, so
yeah. Whereas you go to Pittsburgh, you have the fucking rivers, and it's all Pittsburgh, which Pittsburgh's fucking pretty dope.
Yeah, it's a cool city.
Say it, but
yeah, I mean, it's a neat city. Oh, another idea. Okay, so how about we have, like you mentioned, the monorails? How about we have, like, open drink and bars on the monorails?
Yes. Or maybe, like, have you ever been to, like, a ski shoot, like, Perfect North, where they bring you up the hill?
Yeah.
Something like that, where you just get in a goddamn fucking seat and they take you over the city and they just drive you down the alleyways and drop you off at other bars.
Hell yeah.
Do they still have the skywalks downtown?
They do, yeah.
I mean, that's a good way to get around, too.
Yeah, it is. And the skywalks are cool because, especially in the summer, working downtown, like, it keeps you out of the fucking heat. Because, man, the cities get hot with all that pavement and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of, like, restaurants it dumps you out into and shit. But, yeah, you can use the skywalk to get through a lot of it. I don't know. It is a cool city. And, like, we were talking before the first pod we were trying to do got derailed. Our food's a fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
It is.
But before we go to food, let's name off some fucking breweries that are Cincinnati breweries. If anybody's listening that isn't from Cincinnati, we've got a lot of them. Taft's. Do you guys remember the game Asshole, where you picked a category and you kept going, and when you couldn't think of one, you had to take a drink?
Okay, right on.
Let's do that with local breweries. So you started with Taft's. I'm going to go Rhine, guys.
Moreland's.
What would you say?
Moreland Slaughter.
Oh, Moreline. Oh, yeah,
Moreline.
Yeah, Mantry.
Mount Carmel Brewery.
50 West.
Oh, you took mine. Spilled my beer.
Party foul.
I'm just going to drink. Because James stole mine.
okay. But I don't know. Have you guys seen the Astra drinks, the cream sodas? And oh, man, those are really good. But that's another local one. I don't know who does it. I don't think Listerman's local. That's more up north, right? Or,
I think so. Big Ash is one, and Blue Ash, I think. It's like that.
But, I mean, we've got a shit ton of them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, my mind's just blank right now. But
same
there's
here.
There's also another one, like, down at the bottom of the hill in Mount Washington.
Yeah, there's so many popping off.
There's a lot of little ones, yeah, but I know you said Covington isn't Cincinnati, but Braxton is another kind of local.
Yeah,
really
I mean, you got to count it, because they're benefiting off of Cincinnati. I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, and on social media, I follow Clevelanders, and they call us Cincinnati. I mean, it's just like our airports in Kentucky, so...
That's true.
You know, it is what it is. We got a tri-state area, and it's legit, the definition, tri-state area. I mean,
there's something called Deadlow. I don't know if I've ever been there, but I know there's a Deadlow Brewing.
Yeah.
That might be the one off Kellogg that I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, there's like a legit shit ton. So what's some of the Cincinnati ones?
Well, Braxton is the main one.
Darkness.
The Darkness Brewing. That's in Bellevue. I love that place.
Yeah, because when we did Gilpin's bachelor party, we did a beer tour, and man, we were in Kentucky for the majority of the fucking tour.
Oh God, Wooden Casket, I think is
one.
Yeah,
and then you've got. It's not a brewery; it's a distillery, but they got a whiskey distillery over there by the. We went for your birthday a couple years ago. What's the name of that one? Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah. So Cincinnati thing is totally beer. Mm-hmm. Kentucky's thing is bourbon.
Yeah, but it's Cincinnati.
That's true, but the Bourbon Trail, which is a Kentucky thing, starts in Cincinnati with New Riff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and like it goes. There's a few local distilleries. Like there's that one. There's the Boone County.
What's that one that's next to the Party Source?
That's New Riff.
Yeah, New Riff.
Yeah.
See, this is where it gets tricky, because do we consider the tri-state, where do we just keep Cincinnati the gen?
For me, it's like, as a Kentuckian, like, I do both. Like, I consider myself both. Like, I celebrate the bourbonness of Kentucky with the fucking beer of Cincinnati and the cheese counties. and then Joe Burrows.
So as you've gotten older, you became more of a bourbon connoisseur.
I started drinking bourbon after Vegas. It was right after Vegas because I got like a bottle of Johnny Walker and I was all like, this is fucking good. And then I started I don't even like Johnny Walker anymore.
Oh, really?
It's blended. It's not like real, like, straight bourbon.
With that being said, like, I mean, I guess there's a time and a place for everything. But if somebody sat you down, it's like you get your favorite beer or you get this bourbon drink. Which do you pick?
The bourbon's more expensive. I'll take the bourbon.
Well, let's say they're the same price. Don't weigh in the cost.
Dude, it just depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm in the mood to drink beer. Sometimes I'm in the mood to drink bourbon.
Well, how about you, Sweetness?
I would go with, like, the dark beer. Because I really like stouts.
I like stouts, just not, like, in the summertime. I like them in the wintertime. I feel like
they are a lot better in the winter.
When it's cold
like
out.
Like oatmeal stouts and shit like that.
Yeah. It just feels more right in the winter.
How about you, Beaver? Beer or bourbon?
Bush.
All right.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of where I'm at, man. Like, I'm a fucking drinker, and I appreciate bourbon and whiskeys, but, man, it's just something. And I'm good with just a domestic beer.
I don't mind it. I just can't drink because then I get violent. So.
Yeah. We don't need that. So.
The first time I tried whiskey was at a wedding, and I was drinking Jack and Coke. Mm-hmm. And I got all, like, stupid and emo that night, and I was like, oh, I guess whiskey isn't my drink. And so I stayed away from it for years after that. And it was only within, like, the last 5 or 6 years that I tried it again, and I was all like, oh, I can drink this and not be stupid and fucking belligerent. But I get it. I totally get that there are certain drinks that affect...
I feel like you gotta, like, sip on it.
Oh, you totally...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
You can. You have to sip on it. You have to know your pace, for sure.
Yeah. But I feel like there are certain drinks that do different things to certain people.
See, I love a bottle of Makers and a Diet Coke and just pour them in your little fucking drinks with some ice. I know that some people will say that's pussified, but I love it sometimes. Just smooth, drunk, and you're not all bloated and shit.
Like, oh, no. Like, there are dudes that would drink bourbon neat. Neat is just straight, no ice, no chaser, just straight. But for me, I like it on ice. I like it on the rocks.
I like it, same. I can't do it neat.
And it's honestly, I like to drink it cold, for one thing.
So do I,
And I like it because the ice melts in it, and it honestly, it dilutes it a little bit.
Yeah. Call me a pussy, whatever. I prefer mine dilute a little bit. I'll drink the same amount, but just,
or like in a Four Horsemen.
Oh, what is that? Like Jack Tequila?
No, it's Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, Jim Beam, and Jose Cuervo.
Oh, the Jays.
Yeah. Four Horsemen.
Oh, God.
Get that on the rocks? Yeah. Two or three of those, you're not going to remember.
That's just like 3 whiskeys and a tequila.
Yeah, that's dudes just wanting to punish their bodies, Guy Party.
Yeah, like going back to what you were saying about like it might be called a pussy. I don't think it's cool for partiers to judge. I feel like whatever like makes you fucking have a good time.
Exactly.
Don't fucking judge people for it. Like I'm not gonna be one of those dudes that's like, oh, you're drinking a seltzer, you're a vagina. Like, you know what? I like seltzers. I think they taste kind of good.
So do I, because, I get called a pussy because I'm like, have you ever had a seltzer on a beach? It's perfection.
Right.
A hot summer day?
Yeah, it's refreshing.
It is.
It's looking good.
It really is.
One of my go-tos on the beach was Bud Light Lime.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love it. All right, so do we have any other ideas that could further degenerate Cincinnati?
We should have a place that makes absinthe.
I dig it.
We don't have any absinthe distilleries in all of the Americas, as far as I know.
Is it legal again? Because I thought I was a little iffy on that.
You got a bottle of absinthe when it was possible, right? Was it you that got it?
Well, okay,
somebody got it.
I went to a tasting before of it.
It's fucking disgusting.
Oh, it's gross.
And in the United States, like as long as the transaction took place overseas, like let's say you buy it online, but the shipping is like $70 on top of a $60 bottle. And that's why I haven't bought it. But like Jungle Gems does have some absinthe. I don't know if it actually has the wormwood, which would...
That's what they did, right? They brought in absinthe that didn't have the wormwood in it, right?
Yeah, but I think there are some that you can get here
With
like
wormwood?
even at Jungle Gyms that has wormwood, but it might not be enough for you to actually hallucinate.
Right.
Someone had a bottle of it about 10 years ago. We were at Luke's house, his old house, and we were drinking it. It was fucking disgusting.
Yeah, the shit's fucking nasty. Like, even if you follow the ritual and do it right, it's not as bad, but it's still a very, very potent anise flavor. But like, you can
it tastes like watered down Yeg.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, but like, you can get some that don't have that taste, but still has the wormwood on it. But like, they only
I'd rather just eat some mushrooms.
Yeah.
They only make it in France, and it's stupid expensive to get. Closest thing would be like a chartreuse, which you can get in most liquor stores around here.
When we had the absinthe, it was before any of us had tripped. So obviously we're drinking absinthe because we're wanting to trip. But yeah, ever since we ate mushrooms and dropped acid, it's like, fuck that goddamn fucking absinthe shit.
It's a really interesting buzz, just like chartreuse. Like chartreuse, like it'll get you drunk, but it's a really different buzz.
Right on. I mean, I guess like your wines, your bourbons, and yeah, they are different buzzes.
All right, so another thing we could add. How about an adult-only bounce house?
Oh.
That'd be cool as shit. With foam.
Yeah.
And bubbles.
Yeah.
Do we fit it on the banks, or do we put it in OTR? Well, I think we just need more shit on the banks.
Yeah. Maybe even like do something really stupid and make a bounce house bridge across the river.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would be really stupid.
But like high rail, so you can't like jump off or anything. But like, it's like you could still see like the river and stuff like that.
That would be a neat idea, actually.
It would be cool.
I mean, has anyone here been to a foam party?
I haven't. Have you?
No. Like, it seems like it'd be pretty cool, like a rave with just foam. Different colors foam and shit.
Do you just start getting naked or take your bathing suit or?
I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, that gives me an idea. We should have like the first clothing optional bar.
There's a nudist bar in fucking downtown Cincinnati.
No, this is old dudes.
Yeah, right.
It would be a bunch of old dudes and Luke.
It's like you walk in and it's just like a little room, and then you pay to get in, and then you go into another room where you can like declothe and like put your clothes into like a locker, and then you go into the main hall and.
Is it just set up like a standard bar where you just go sit down on the bar stool and fucking order a drink?
Yes. Maybe like all the bar stools, like you know how you're at the doctor and like they have that like piece of paper like thing that goes on the bed.
It's on every seat.
It's everyone's.
No one wants to sit on the dingleberries.
Yeah, because I was thinking just skid marks on all these fucking kids.
Yeah, it's all these like white bar stools with all these fucking shit stains. These are like puking on each other's dicks.
Pubic hair everywhere. That's a great way to degen Cincinnati.
They collect it and like put it into this giant pubic hair ball.
And then they donate it to the kids with cancer to fucking make it
better than what I was thinking. I was gonna try to get us in like the Guinness Book of World Records for like the
largest merkin.
Yeah, the largest merkin. Slap that shit on Kim Kardashian.
That's funny shit.
Just call the place Sausage Fest.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the little pun is that they actually sell sausage there too.
Yeah. It's like
it's really good sausage.
It's really good. Yeah, it makes you want to go. Like,
where all these dudes are just sucking down these sausages while their dicks are hanging out and shit.
It's not even clothing optional, it's clothing banned.
And just like a neon sign above it, Sausage Fest. And it's just like it blinks and there's a big sausage at the end.
And then all the food is delivered like on like a model train, like in Nothing But Trouble.
Oh yeah, I love like a little train comes around with like sausage in it.
Hell yeah!
Don't mind if you.
Yeah, you're free fucking like peanuts, but it's just on a fucking train going around with sausage.
Like some of the cars on the model train like have like sauces in it. So like as it's coming around, you can like dip your sausage in it.
No double dipping.
No double dipping, right? Well, that's why, because it's a train, so it keeps going, so it prohibits you from double dipping.
Can you imagine the diseases getting passed around?
Oh my god, yeah.
If you're worried about
so many
COVID,
health code violations.
yeah, with the sauces going around all these nude dudes. Because you know there's going to be way more nude dudes than women.
Oh, absolutely. And if there are any naked chicks, they're going to be like old fucking naked chicks.
Yeah.
Or like old naked nasty biker chicks.
No,
Like
dude, what you
pancake
gotta
tits?
do is
Yeah.
put the place like right outside of UC main campus, and so like you would have like all these
All the
college chicks.
That would rule.
That would be cool. Yeah, a bunch of like the college chicks and like dirty old perverts like us.
Yeah, that would be even better. I know where I'm going every weekend.
We start hosting guy party pods there.
That's like a pep rally.
Yeah.
We're all sitting up here all fat and our fucking little dicks are hanging out.
Fucking do a Bengals tailgate there. Everyone's just like painted like orange and black.
Then we do like a chant where we stand up and we just start smacking against our thighs. Who did? It's just like smack, smack. All the dudes raise their hands in the fucking air.
You know how like when they do like Sunday night football, they'll cut away to like some little local spot in town.
Yeah. Everything's blurred out.
Chris Collinsworth is like, I'm ashamed of this city.
I live in Kentucky, everyone. God damn, the degeneration of Cincinnati is amazing.
I know, dude. I want to live in this place.
So do I.
Then we could actually call it Sin City
Hell yeah.
with a C.
There you go. I like it.
A lot of people call it Cincinnati.
There you go. I love that.
Or the Nasty Natty.
The Nasty Natty.
Yep.
We got to make the Nasty Natty nastier. We got to make it as nasty as we can.
Yeah.
We should do something to the bums downtown to make them nastier. What can we do to the bums?
We should just build a fucking bar, but we'll keep that in Covington, since it is Cincinnati, to just like a hobo, like the taxpayers' dollars just go to fucking fund their drunkenness, maybe.
Like a free booze for the homeless?
Yeah, free booze for the homeless.
So there's always like drunken homeless dudes stumbling around?
Yeah, you have to bring in your HoboNet card if
There
you
we
remember.
go. Yeah. Their HoboNet card is just like a little piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
It says, I'm hobo. Like, looks legit.
Yeah, so how does a hobo get a HoboNet card?
My instinct is Michael Benjamin.
Okay, so he's the
Like, they can't have an official office or something like that. They gotta, like, meet under a bridge or something.
I feel like you have to qualify for it, and then we laminate it and give it to them. Like,
All the hobos will just hang out at Sausage Fest.
yeah, because you can't have Gilpins going down there getting the hobo card for they can go get free drinks. So they have.
That's true.
You know?
Those cheap bastards would.
Yeah.
Taking booze away from a needy homeless person.
Yeah, man. Feed the fucking homeless. Give them fucking beers and beer broth.
Those fucking soup kitchens in the Cincinnati area now come with bars.
They've got rat kebabs.
Hell yeah. What could we do with our casino to degenerate it? I feel like that's an area that could be degenerated.
Oh, and speaking of, we need to bring strip clubs back full nude, and there's got to be a lot of them.
Oh, for sure. Well, we already have a red light district.
Yeah, oh, that's right. But the first thing I thought of when you brought up the casino was a strip club, so that's why. But
Maybe like we could have. Do you remember Metropolis?
yeah,
Oh, we all went to Metropolis together one night. That was one of the first nights I met all you guys.
Oh yeah, that's when we're doing that thing for that cop that got shot, right?
Yeah.
It was like $2, any drink you want.
Yeah, and you could even do top shelf shit. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Shit, I was drinking like off of...
I remember going there, and that's about it.
I don't even remember going.
Really?
I remember going to Metropolis, but I don't remember that night specifically.
Do you remember us going to IHOP afterwards, and like you paid him like $1 to sniff some salt or something like that? Like do a line of salt?
Sounds about right.
Like something that would go down.
Yeah.
But like with Metropolis, it was a club, but it had like 3 clubs within it.
Yeah, one was like a cowboy club.
One was a cowboy, one was like really hip hop, like rap. I think it was more rap.
Yeah.
And then the other one was more like top 40 kind of hip hop.
I thought one was like more rave-ish. Or
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, there was little rooms on each floor too.
Right. Well, no, you're thinking of Jillian's.
Okay, yeah.
Jillian's was like the 4 levels.
Yeah.
And like each one was kind of different. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, like, maybe that's what we turned the Freedom Center into, is a place with, like, themed strip clubs.
Yeah. So what are the themes we're doing? How many? I've never been to the Freedom Center. How many floors is there?
I have no idea. It looks big.
Yeah. I would assume at least 4 floors.
Right. Okay, so obviously we have to have a Houday theme.
Yeah. Houday, Reds, depends on the season.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so I feel like that when you walk in, it's the sports season theme.
Right. And then, like, maybe, like, a cheese coney room. Where like
what about a nerd theme?
Like, I like that. Yeah,
like well, have like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, like play Dungeons and Dragons with a stripper.
That would be cool shit.
Yeah, because we want to include everyone down there.
I don't know if has anybody
maybe
ever
have a furry room too, just because.
Have a what?
Furry.
Oh yeah, for the kinks. I dig it. I thought you said like a fur room. Like I was thinking you were like a room where you can see strippers and play with puppies.
Or kind of like
Which,
Get Them to the Greek, where they actually had like a wall
all the furry walls.
I kind of like the puppy room.
I know. Like, wouldn't that rule to have a room with like puppies and strippers? Yeah. Sounds amazing.
All right, so we walk in there. It's the Houday. Well, we'll just say it's Houday theme because it's Houday season.
Right.
All right, so it's just bangles. They got TVs, bangle highlights.
All the strippers are wearing Bangles helmets.
Yeah. Nothing but Bangles helmets.
Right.
Fucking, what do we got? Like just basic dance music. Like it can be anywhere from rave to hip hop. It's just party.
But at least once an hour they play Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, on top of the hour.
On top of the hour, every hour.
Yeah, yes. Welcome to the Jungle. Absolutely.
It's like church bells.
Yeah.
Actually, can we just do that in Cincinnati in general?
We should. Yeah.
like you know how you have like the emergency sirens?
Yeah.
Like just trigger them to play Welcome to the Jungle every hour.
Yeah. Welcome to the jungle. Oh, it's getting about that call, guys.
When you hear Axl Rose.
Yeah. So we go up to the second floor. What's on the second floor?
Okay, so we had our Houday theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just stick it with the Cincinnati, like have a like maybe like a Rheingeist room or something like that.
Oh yeah, just like a craft
like you can
room.
get like body shots of like truth off of a girl's titties.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I dig that. Just a whole level of all the craft brews.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Absolutely.
And then maybe like just keeping it Cincinnati as fuck. Have like the next level is all like the food stuff, like a Skyline stripper room.
More health violations.
Yep. A fucking Montgomery Inn room.
La Rosa's room.
La Rosa's room. Yeah.
Raiders ice cream room.
Yeah. You could just get Cincinnati in an entire place with strippers. It just represents all of Cincinnati.
Hell yeah, I love it.
And then how about just to be fair, we have an Underground Railroad room.
Up top. You gotta fucking paint your face black.
God.
And we just play like that old Henry's working on the railroad.
All the strippers just look depressed and they're wearing rags.
Big black guy.
Yeah, he's driving the stakes. He's gonna beat the fucking machine or some shit. But that one has nothing but black strippers.
There you go.
Oh, damn. We're not really racist. Jesus, we're going to get canceled as fuck.
No, but you got to, like, pay them extra or something like that.
Yeah. That's the top tier room. If you want to go to that room, you got to pay high dollars.
Right, and that all goes towards, like, promoting black people. Like, it goes towards, like, I don't know, helping fund, like, predominantly black schools or something like that.
Yeah. And we didn't completely get rid of the Freedom Center. We just built that over in, like, Mount Adams or something.
Yeah, we moved it.
Yeah. We just needed the real estate for the party.
Right. Because it is a big part of Cincinnati. I mean, there's a reason that they picked our city to put that place in.
Yeah, we didn't want to get rid of it. We just needed to relocate it.
Right. Move more towards the back.
The back of the bus.
Get to the back of the city, please.
God damn it. Jesus Christ.
We're fucking going to hell.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, it's part of Degenerate.
Yeah, Degenerate Cincinnati, baby.
God damn, we need to get bumper stickers like that made.
We do.
Degenerate Cincinnati.
I'm actually getting the fucking guy party stickers made. I talked to Sean, the ones when we're on the boat.
Oh, hell yeah, I love that design.
Yeah, I know Michael Benjamin's going to be pissed as fuck, but I mean, that design's just radical, dude. Because I need a sticker when
How
I'm
do you
working.
feel like Michael's going to feel about this one?
You know what? That is badass. And you took the initiative. We're talking about Chester's Guy Party shirt. I know you guys can't see it.
Oh,
from the
yeah.
pod,
I don't know if you've seen it.
It's
Beaver.
fucking awesome. Check that out, Beaver.
Can't do anything.
So Michael got all
I like that.
butthurt because he wasn't portrayed how he was hoping.
I even changed him from this image.
But the context is that he never got. It's like you tried to give him hair and it didn't look right. So it's just like, let's just fucking do him up like that.
Yeah, and I even, like, I took his bald head and, like, went, like, threw that image into paint and, like, took brown and just, like, sprinkled it on top a little bit. Because I'm sorry, but he's kind of... that's how I see him. Does he have a full head of hair? I don't think so.
He doesn't. He's fucking balding.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but he just threw a fit after that. Like, I didn't get his hair right.
Yeah.
And then, like, he complained about me not having a beard, although, like, I gave him, like, that kind of, like, beard stubble, which is, that's how he doesn't have, like, a full beard. It's, like, a very trimmed down beard.
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't grow it out like yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because, like, this thing I was using to make, like, these 8-bit faces of us, there was only so many options.
Yeah.
And, like, this beard was, like, the only beard.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, chill out. It's just like, yeah, it's 8-bit. You're limited with your options. It's not like fucking somebody's drawing that.
Right, he was just being, like, super critical and just picky, and it's just like, dude.
Yeah, it makes you regret fucking doing anything for Guy Party when you have to be scolded because you do something.
It doesn't make me regret that. It makes me regret even mentioning it.
Yeah, because I think it's fucking awesome.
I love it.
I chuckled several times. I mean, I've got it saved. I'm saving it for when I edit the 8-bit fucking podcast.
Yeah,
Little vagina.
A couple butt plugs.
Yeah.
There's like butt plugs.
He's got the beers. He's got the boobs.
There's like a banana.
It's fucking awesome.
I use this software called Canva. It's where you can, like,
design it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it started off with this, like, 8-bit face maker, and I started with that, and then got this subscription to this Canva place where you can do a lot of photo editing and stuff like that, and you can also, like, put your design on t-shirts and order it from them. Yeah, so it's honestly, it's kind of fun to play around with, and then you end up with
an app or something? Or?
they do have an app, yeah.
But yeah, I got a kick out of it. It was fucking dope as shit. And then,
Probably should hit up Rockin' Designs and have them mass produce them.
but yeah, we got scolded for that. But I'm glad it was already in production.
This was more of like a test run. I only made 2 of these.
Oh yeah, he made I'll let him show it to you. Are you going to show him the
Black James.
Black James?
Yes. I'm looking for it.
He totally made a Black James, and I fucking couldn't stop laughing.
Does he have a mohawk at least?
Well, wait and see.
Yes. Except, like, the beard should have, like, a couple more pixels coming down, you know?
You can't win. It's just critiquing.
It was a suggestion.
I was very limited in options.
I mean, just a couple
it's 8-bit, James.
Like, I'm telling you, like, I could show you what I used to design that. It's like, you have, like, 10 options for the head shape.
Oh, you like can't just, like, edit it and customize it?
Yeah, it's...
Well, I mean, you probably could.
I probably could find something...
like, a bitmap.
I'm sure I could find something like that, but what I was using wasn't that.
Yeah, and it's done. You know? Like,
it was just one of those things... It was just one of those things I was playing around with, and then I was all like, I don't know what even made me think to do Black James.
It's fucking awesome. I thought it looked kind of like him, you know? Like, holy shit, yeah, it's Black James.
You know what it was? I think it was because I was making faces and I was like looking through the different hair options and I saw the mohawk.
Yeah.
And that made me think of Black James.
Yeah, so he's like limited. You have to pick certain hairstyles.
I get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like when you're looking at like beards, there's like the goatee option and like a full beard and like maybe like a mustache. It's really limited, but you're right. I mean, there's probably other...
Be cool, like, I mean, like you probably could just even like use Microsoft Paint.
Like Paint,
just put a couple blocks in there.
Yeah,
to
for
get
sure.
the beard like perfect, but the way that you have it is
time
constraints.
Time constraints.
Well, no, I agree. If I was gonna like put it on a shirt, I would probably do something like that. But I was just having some fun.
Yeah, it turned out really fucking good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love it. Well, we were getting into like a thing with Michael in text.
Oh, God.
And, well, I was, when Notre Dame was playing Ohio State, what was it like? I sent a picture of Black James, and I was like, Black James wants Ohio State to win.
Yeah, so when this comes out, Ohio State beat Notre Dame. Michael's a big Notre Dame fan. And we were like, fuck it, let's troll his ass. And we did, and he's calling us.
Is Ohio still number one, like Ohio State?
I
Usually,
think they're two.
Like, they do pretty good.
Yeah, but Alabama's always number
Ohio
one.
State's number 2, Alabama's 1.
But anyway, so Michael, as woke as he is, he's calling us like, I'm not going to say it, but he's calling us names, derogatory names.
The F-word names for
queers,
like the gays.
Yeah.
He's always like preaching to us about like the words we use and how we joke about doing blackface and stuff like that. And he's sitting there like legitimately like calling us fags and stuff. Like that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, whatever, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking hypocrite.
Yeah. Some people. Mongrels. It just makes me wish John Bernthal was fucking here with us.
Right.
We deserve a better alpha.
I saw his name pop up in a way that it sounded like somebody was trying to cancel him.
Of course, because he's awesome.
What it was is, he has a podcast, which now that I know that, I need to fucking listen to that shit.
He's on YouTube as well with the podcast, I guess.
He was interviewing Shia LaBeouf, and I guess, like, talking to Shia LaBeouf about... Shia LaBeouf, yes. And he was talking to them about some shit that, like it came out about Shia, that he beat women and stuff like that. Like, his girlfriend said they're afraid of him and blah, 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 blah. And the critique against Bernthal was that he was giving a voice to an abuser.
Oh, well, yeah.
I know, but it's like, he wasn't like on his side or anything like that. He was interviewing him, asking him questions about it.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to like do that because you learn from it.
People fuck up.
Yeah, because I mean, you really do need both sides.
You do.
Of what's going on.
If anybody's wondering, John Bernthal is the guy that played Shane from Walking Dead and The Punisher. He's been in a lot of cool roles.
He usually plays a dick.
I've never seen Walking Dead in my life.
He's only in the first season.
I think he gets into the second, doesn't he?
No, he gets killed off.
No, he said the second. He gets killed in the second.
Is the second?
Like the beginning of the second?
No, at the very... That was the finale, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because they make it to the
farm. Because it was like a big deal that like he was almost going to kill Rick.
Yeah. And then when The Walking Dead was good.
Right, those first few seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped watching after like the one where they were following the train.
That season wasn't that bad.
It got too convoluted. I don't know.
I never made it to the Negan season. I think I stopped just before the Negan season.
I made it to Negan. I think I quit when the people were wearing the
garbage people,
the zombie masks and shit.
Oh yeah,
Alpha and all that.
Beta,
I only know that because Amber watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I want to go back and finish it, but I just couldn't keep up. I was just like, But yeah, on that note, do you guys have anything else of the degeneration of Cincinnati before we?
Yeah, I think that's the overall theme of this episode.
Yeah,
maybe that's our title: Degenerate Cincinnati.
Absolutely, yes, it's going to happen. Yeah, Degenerate Cincinnati, baby.
We should do like helicopter tours.
Mm-hmm. I actually know a guy that pilots helicopters, and that's what he's wanting to do is do helicopter tours of the Cincinnati.
Well, let us get it filthier, and then we'll hire him.
Yeah, like maybe have like I know your dude wants to do this, but I was gonna say like stripper pilots.
Yeah, naked women.
Yeah, maybe just have a stripper in there.
Yeah.
Like getting a lap dance in a helicopter while you're flying around Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It would be a bigger one, like a Chinook.
Well,
not as big as a Chinook.
Right. Something where you could have somebody in
like
your lap comfortably.
Like a cargo helicopter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just getting fucking, strippers fucking grinding on you as you're looking over Cincinnati.
Like, you're looking down at Paycor Stadium. I know, dude. I love it too. I want to make it better.
Yeah, that's what Guy Party's doing.
I want to make it better by making it worse.
Yeah.
At least you don't live in Chicago.
Oh, I know, Chicago.
Right? Yeah, well, when we say degenerate Cincinnati, it's degenerate Cincinnati by making it more party town, not a fucking murder city. So
right.
I want to call Cincinnati Murder City.
Well, no, we're not.
It's not.
That's
what I'm saying.
We don't want it.
Yeah. We want to attract people to our city by making it, like, super greasy.
Yeah.
Greasy.
All right, on that note,
greasy.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Guy Party.
Guy Party.
You know where to find us. Tell your friends. Spread the word. Spread the belligerents. We love you all, boozeheads.
Hooday!
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 And until the next episode, Guy Party!